Hello everyone, I want to talk to you today about conflict resolution. This is what I see a great deal of in the counseling room, in that oftentimes conflict between couples really results in a train wreck in the marriage. There's hurt feelings, there's division, there is emotional disconnection. And so it is actually possible for couples to have a disagreement, to have conflict without causing this division. It is actually possible to go through conflict and actually come out on the other side better than we were when it started, if it's handled correctly. And so in conflict resolution, there's a few elements of that of how to handle this properly. One is the concept of directly turning toward to and not away from. During conflict, oftentimes the couple will shut down, they'll walk away, they'll not address the issue at hand, sweep it under the rug, those types of things. But the idea is to turn toward the other person and deal with the conflict at hand. And that there's different strategies to do this, but the idea is that we've got to come together at some time and talk about the conflict. And then a second element is to accept the other person's influence and work really hard trying not to be defensive. That is, whatever we hear coming from the other person, however hurtful it may be, there's probably some amount of truth in what they're saying. And so we work really hard to listen to that and to accept what's coming from us from the other person and try to talk through that. And then there's the third element is the idea of nurturing. That is, conflict, a disagreement, an argument in an intimate relationship should not be about winning the argument. It should not be about making a point. But the idea is to nurture the relationship. The relationship is the most important thing. That is caring for it. That is illustrated in how we talk with each other, talk to each other, and even in body language and all those sorts of things. So nurturing the relationship. And then giving concerns in a way that can be heard. That is not argumentative, that is not attacking, that is not being aggressive, but actually even turning that around. Instead of an attack, it is more of what we're feeling, what we're experiencing. And in a healthy relationship, we talk through that in the counseling room of what that looks like and how that actually plays out. So as we practice that, there's so much to each one of these elements, but as we put these in place in our relationship, then we're more out to maintain an emotional connection with the other person, because that's essentially what it's all about, that emotional connection, even in times of conflict.